Greetings, everybody. Oh, we have a great, marvelous, masterful Monday to get through, and we got to kick off this week. We're going to do it in a quick way with, a 6-minute daily. Of course, we have Midnight's Edge in the morning coming up just after that, and some other, great things out there in the world, including a new video that I dropped today about the framing around what's going on with Disney. But enough of the small talk. Let's say hi to all of you. There's a lot of you out there. I appreciate the early and the overwhelming support that I receive on the regular. You folks are 100% incredible, and I appreciate you. Don't forget that. Of course, as I scroll up through the timeline, I've noticed that StreamYard is getting a little finicky when it comes to the chat. So let's see if we can get it to work for me this morning. HVP says the late night stream was great. Thank you for that. We've got Morgan King out there in the audience. We've got Olaf Von S, Dr. Dragon, the great Captain Trek, and Judicon. Of course, Blackie is out there as well. Looks like we've got a few other folks like Liger, Fan, Snortopoopus, Cuber, and of course, Critisible, the Rainbow Knight, hanging out with us as well. We've got some other folks rolling in like Cody Guy, the amazing Eric K, that 70s rock fan, the lovely Tina Beebe, and Cosmic Squirrel checking in from the cosmos. Looks like we've got a few other folks that have rolled in the door. Hopefully you guys are going to check out Midnight's Edge in the morning in just a few. We've got Catsith here saying hello. Hello to you indeed. Let's see, other folks rolling in as we get ready to start. We got Trav101 checking in from across the pond. We've got Sander Hammerschlag hanging out with us already. And it looks like other folks have checked in, like Vince Womack and Lord Thoth. Look at this. The Wrench Convention is here today. This is fantastic. Speaking of conventions, we'll be talking about one of those in just a few moments. Stuff going on in the world of entertainment. We've got Master Sidearms here. Looks like a few other folks have rolled through. Just another red shirt is here. Hail, Mr. Shirt. And let's see who else filed in the door right before we get started. We got Shorty Short out there. Good to see you. And Shrap 3D's rolled in. We've got Terry Rose out there with the big thumbs up. And so many more folks. But we have to get started. So here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. Hopefully you've had a chance to check out today's video. If not, when you get a chance, pop in there. It's not going to take very long. Okay, I lied. It's almost 20 minutes long, but that's okay. It's worth your time. At least, 2/3 of it is anyway. And the rest of it's my inane, insane ramblings. That's normal. We've got to get started. We've got several stories to get through. It's very fun today. We've got, as streaming peaks, Sony, Universal, and others are proving the power of theatrical windows. That's right. Something we all knew all along, but apparently the industry no longer, recognized the fact that, hey, we make money when we release things in theaters, and they do well. And streaming, well, streaming may actually have reached its peak. In fact, that's part of this article here about the CinemaCon that is taking place in Las Vegas right now. Just down the street from where the National Associations of Broadcasters is actually wrapping up, but more on that in a moment. You're going to start to see Sony and these other executives pointing at the streaming world and saying, maybe this wasn't what we thought it was. And I agree with them wholly. Of course, Twitter takeover deal is in full swing. This is about to happen, folks. And you know what? Elon Musk is, he's a sponge for well, attention. Let's just put it that way. And I think the infinite is about to commence. We'll have to see if Twitter actually does have free speech after all of this happens. This could be a giant, colossal mistake. I don't think so, but it could be. Of course, we also have Megan Thee Stallion talking about the Tory Lanez alleged ouchie of her feet. That's right. This has been going on for a while. I've mentioned it previously on a 6-minute daily, and to be honest with you, it sounds bonkers. Tory Lanez, I think I'm saying that right, has actually come out it basically said that, I really wasn't a part of this. Also, put some songs together saying that they weren't a part of this, but at the end of the day, it'll all come out in this court case. So we'll see there. Of course, the Northman is doing something that really is kind of disappointing. Not the film itself, which I hear is fantastic, didn't actually get to go on Saturday as planned, but the Northman's box office is proving that there is danger in spending way too much money on a film that's not going to have a massive theatrical run. And I think all of the studios should learn this lesson. At least it comes under the indie banner for a bigger studio, so we'll have to see how it does. But it looks amazing. I can't wait to check it out. Hopefully we all will, and maybe get this thing up to about $71 million so it can break even. Of course, we have ExxonMobil taking a different lesson from what's happening with Disney, and they've essentially said for their corporate policy, they are getting rid of affinity flags. That's right. Why would you play with fire if you're an oil company or anyone else? And that means you're not going to see an LGBTQIA plus flag, nor a BLM flag, nor anything else outside of any of their headquarters or any of their quote-unquote messaging, because that would be bad for business. And you know what? I don't disagree at all. Of course, we also have Drew Carey talking about The Price is Right possibly existing for 100 years. Or maybe more, I should say. Of course, this was something he said at the National Association of Broadcasters, which is right down the street from CinemaCon. It seems like one flows right into the other. So if you're in that industry, you might spend more than a week in Vegas on the company dime, and hey, that could be a lot of fun. Fantastic Beasts 3 and Sonic 2 is nearing a $300 million global. It's interesting how they report this, because in the United States, Fantastic Beasts 3 is a complete flop. It didn't rock the box in any word or by any stretch of the imagination, as Sonic still in North America has pretty much dominated the theaters. And now we have another family picture that has entered the room, The Bad Guys, and it did very well here in the States. So we'll have to see how this all pans out. But I think Fantastic Beasts is on its way out, and it might indicate bigger problems for the Warner Brother franchise based on Harry Potter. We've got essentially an award being given to Jon Stewart, which I thought was funny, who warns about authoritarianism and saying it's the greatest threat to comedy. Well, guess what, dude? You are the one that is feeding right into it, especially of late on your Apple Plus show. But hey, what do I know? CinemaCon hot topics are the summer movies and the box office recovery, and of course Netflix, as we mentioned before. So we'll get a lot of news out of CinemaCon and kind of get some ideas on where the industry thinks it's headed. Can't wait to tune into that this week. Of course, don't call Jack Dorsey the CEO any longer. He's now the blockhead of the company Square. Interesting enough. Stocks have fallen on Wall Street as predicted, extending their losses, and that's really bad for people with money in the market. And of course, GM is going to start offering an electrified Corvette to try to compete with Tesla. Good luck there. And finally, William Shatner threatened to torture Chris Wallace for showing his spoken word video of Rocket Man. Shatner's amazing. I guess this was one of the last good, or maybe the only good thing that was on CNN Plus before it died. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye!
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
That's right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We got Midnight's Edge in the morning coming up here shortly. Of course, I did release a video, as I mentioned earlier, yelling at parked cars tonight over on Comics Division. And if you're interested in a little pregame, you can check out Shellbox channel for the yelling at parked cars warm-up. Beyond that, I do appreciate each and every one of you that are scrolling by here right now. And for those of you I need to add, have a great day, everybody. See ya!